So, a few days ago, I decided that I had too many games in the backlog, and decided to boot up something new. That something turned out to be the charming indie adventure platforming game, A Short Hike, and true to the name, it's a short game about hiking. But something about the game just felt special. Maybe it was the inventive approach to storytelling, which I won't spoil for you in this video. Maybe it was the chill Animal Crossing vibes mixed with the exploration and adventure of a small open world. Maybe it was the simple but effective way the art style differentiates itself from other games. This video will probably get lost on the depths of the internet, never to be found again. But I thought I'd highlight this little game as I upgrade A Short Hike. Let's start with something simple, the inventory. There's little interface, and it's simply a line of objects, half of which are unusable by the character anyway. If it were cleaned up a bit, it would be far less annoying to navigate. Already, you automatically enter it by pausing, which feels a bit strange. So what if there was a separate button once you open that pause menu, and perhaps different lines for items you can interact with and collectibles? In the same vein, a quick toggle button for holding objects would be nice, especially for having the bucket out, which was used often throughout the game. Throughout the game, it's necessary to obtain more golden feathers as steeper slopes to climb are presented, and limitations on your abilities are introduced. But while the gliding and flapping your wings feels great, there just isn't much depth to the mechanics. Now, there doesn't need to be, it only took me an hour to beat the game, but I think learning one more move besides just climbing, flapping, and gliding would be great. You can run if you complete a side quest to get some running shoes, but I don't consider these very useful. There's a world to explore, and it's meant to be taken at a slower pace. This is a relaxing, calming game, and for some reason, running uses golden feathers. I think that an air dash move wouldn't be entirely amiss in a game such as this. It might not entirely fit the style of the game, but if it were just a sideways flap instead of an upward one, I think it could add a lot. Some of the puzzles might need to be redesigned if you had this at your disposal, though. Lastly, I think gliding should use up your feathers. They're described as helping you float or feel lighter. Gliding around makes it a little too easy to reach certain places, and I think that using as a resource to glide makes sense. Let's talk about the camera. It's primarily top-down, but it is behind your character to a certain extent, allowing you to see more of what's in front of you. But as I mentioned earlier, this is a beautiful game with a unique art style. You can even choose how you want things to look, whether super pixelated or crisp and minimalist. But it needs a better camera. If nothing else, allow us to rotate it. All we can do right now is a dinky side-to-side movement, which is next to worthless. Come on, this game is pretty, beautiful in the right eyes. I want to be able to look around and see the scenery. Also, it could be helpful when it comes to gameplay. When you're looking for golden feathers, it's good to be able to look in all directions. And lastly, there's not much to do after you finish the main quest of the game. You can find and finish the few side quests, but that's more like gnawing the last scraps off a chicken bone than finding another satisfying chunk. This is a short hike, not a long hike, not multiple short hikes. I did find a couple of places after finishing the game which I hadn't seen before, and there was a little bit of stuff there, but not much. I wish a small new area unlocked once you finish the game. There just isn't much replayability given its $8 price point. Who am I kidding? I got it free from Epic. Oh, and you can get it from the Humble Trove too. So that was a short video about A Short Hike. If you haven't played it, it's a great way to while away an afternoon, although I feel like there isn't enough content to justify its price. Wait for a sale and definitely pick it up then. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, comment, and share if you want more videos like this, and I hope to see you soon.